almost 20 years now, I got to say throughout the years, I had heard so many people say that the greatest gift that you can get from this business was the time that you could spend with your kids, the freedom of time, because we get to work from home. Not too many people, especially in today's world, get the luxury to work from home around their schedule and do the things that they want to do and help people along the way. So we are so privileged to be a part of a company that in these uncertain times is allowing people like us to go out and help people, so to feed the world with positive energy that is so needed nowadays, to go out and to basically help people build an income during a time of so much economical uncertainty as well, where we can build something that allows us to get paid no matter what the cycles of the economy go into. A totally counter-cyclical business, allowing us to go through any period, knowing that if we do what we have to do, that if we put the work, that we are selling products and services that are always going to be in demand, and that we are with a company that stands for allowing each and every individual, no matter what their background is, no matter where they're from, no matter if man or woman, no matter anything, to achieve what they want to achieve, providing they're willing to put the effort. So I feel incredibly privileged. I've been a part, like I just said, of ASEN for almost 20 years. Started off, for those of you that don't know me, as a student. My goal, my dream was to be a lawyer at the time, was soon entering law school. And that's what I wanted to do with my life, and got started and followed a simple system, and been working with this company ever since, and been full-time at it for over 15 years, and it's just been incredible. Through this system, we've been able to acquire hundreds and hundreds of thousands of customers in 27 countries all over the world. We just launched the country of Peru a couple of weeks ago, and already in a few weeks, tens of thousands of customers have been acquired, and it's just unbelievable to see how powerful this distribution model is, and how powerful the name ACN and the company is all throughout the years. So for every single one of you that is on this call, I'm not sure how long you've been involved in the business, how well you know our company, but I got to tell you that the more you'll get to know ACN, the more you'll get to know the founders of this company, the more you'll get to know the values of this company, the ideals of this company, the more you're going to get to know what this business can do for you, the more you're going to be inclined to spend time working hard and helping people through our system. And I got to say that when I look back at the different situations throughout the years that enabled me to get the personal power, because it's all about personal power. No matter what you do in your life, I think you know that no matter what you do in your life, you got to gain the personal power, meaning you got to have the conviction that you're capable of doing what you want to do. It all starts with the conviction that you have within yourself. And, it's incredible, because when I first got started, I remember that I went to a training at one point, and the training in front of the room, the trainer said, if you want to be successful at this business, the only thing you'll eventually need to figure out, he said, you're going to go through lots and lots of different, learning curves. You're going to go through an emotional roller coaster. You're going to learn things. You're going to unlearn things. You're going to go through all these. But he said, at the end of the day, all of the skills you're trying to get, it's all going to resume in three things. If you can gain three convictions into this business, three beliefs, then for sure you'll end up being successful, no matter what success means to you. He said, the first belief you need to get is in the company. If you don't believe that this company stands for something right, stands for something just, that the company is a solid company that's been around for some time, that you can believe in, then you're never going to be sold out to doing what you do. So you got to gain the belief in the company. And truthfully, when you look at the track record of ACN, 27 years, 27 countries, millions of customers acquired, countless lives changed in a positive way, a message of hope, helping people learn how to be entrepreneurs, a customer acquisition machine. When you look at the track record of this company, it's not very hard to gain belief in ACN, but that's step one, right? Step 2, he says, you got to believe in the industry. He goes, when you're in direct sales or network marketing or multi-level marketing, call it whatever you want, there's a lot of bad apples, bad companies out there. There's a lot of things in this industry that have given, in some cases, rightfully so, a bad name to the industry. He goes, but it's such a powerful distribution model, and there's so many incredible companies. Then when you look at what it actually enables people, ordinary people like us, to achieve, and you look at this, you can't help but gain to believe in the company. And I spent lots of time reading up on the Direct Sellers Association, reading up on the industry statistics, and realizing the millions and millions of people that are impacted positively because they have a chance to build a business from home. If you look at the world where it is today, the world has become so impersonal. Everybody's just buying things online. They don't know who they're buying things from. There's no relationships anymore. It's all big businesses getting bigger, the smaller getting smaller. When you look at what network marketing does, network marketing enables people like you and I, ordinary people, to go out and build a small business for themselves and put a relationship in the process of buying a product. It's not just an impersonal thing. There's somebody helping somebody to buy a product. There's somebody building a relationship. And when you look at how this is essentially some kind of redistribution to the people that are willing to put the efforts and build their small little home-based business, it's just an incredible model. So the more you learn about network marketing, the more you'll learn about how difficult it is sometimes to be a part of that industry, but how incredibly powerful that industry is, and not just in America, but all over the world. And the last thing he said, so the more you'll find out about the company, the more you'll find out about the industry, of course you're going to gain those beliefs, because it's hard not to believe in those two things when you just look at the facts and the track record. Because the number 3 thing that you need to get belief in, and probably the most important of all 3, is in yourself. And that is the belief that you are capable to shine within that realm, that you are capable to go through what you need to go through to eventually become a success, that you don't just see yourself as a victim of your circumstance, but that you see yourself as somebody that has the power, that has the drive, that has the abilities to accomplish whatever you want to accomplish, and to do it within this vehicle. And he goes, the longest journey will probably not to gain belief in the company and the industry. The longest journey will probably be to gain belief in yourself. And then what he said when he was finished with that is, there's only one shortcut that I've learned to get those 3 beliefs. Because once you get those 3 beliefs, everything else you're going to figure out. Because you'll spend the time necessary to learn about all of the products when you believe, because it's worth it, and then it becomes fun. You'll spend the time necessary to learn how to build an organization when you believe in all these things, because everything else will be fun. You're no longer going to be seeing this as work. You're going to be seeing this as something that you're doing to better your life. So it's going to be fun. So he goes, the only shortcut I've ever seen to gaining those 3 essential beliefs are the ACN International events, where everybody gets together, and you have thousands of people that get together from all over North America, and you have the founders of the company, the top leaders, and you get trained on every topic. And more importantly, you see the stories of the people that have gone through so many hurdles, but they've been able to win along the way. And when you get to see all of that and feel the company and feel the heart of the company and learn about both, the company and the industry, but as well about your ability to win and being inspired by other people's stories, when you look at all of that, you'll gain the knowledge, you'll gain the belief, you'll gain everything you need. And that will be the shortcut to getting those 3 beliefs, which will mean you'll be unstoppable. And I remember when he was talking about that, for me it was a big problem, because that event was taking place in Dallas, Texas. And, me being from Montreal, Canada, was an expensive flight. At the time, I didn't have, the means to go there, didn't have money for a hotel, So for me, it was this huge hurdle to possibly find a way to go to that event. Even though that event, I ended up going and it ended up changing my life, I remember just how difficult it was for me to get there. But here comes 2020. In 2020, the rules have changed, whether we like it or not. In this era of physical distanciation and us all having to stay far apart from each other, while the world comes back to normal, helping our authorities getting to, where they need to go so that we could eventually get this world back to normal, right? Well, ASEAN has come up for the very, very first time. Of course, it's not going to be the same feeling. Of course, it's not going to be the same impact as a physical, international event, because you're not going to be surrounded with people around, but it's the next best thing, and that is what is going to allow you to gain those three beliefs, and that is that this Saturday, ASEAN has put together a level-up event where the top performers in the world of ASEAN will be training you on every aspect that you need to know to make sure that you gain the knowledge, the belief, and everything we talked about in the business. You can't miss that event. And this event is not just important for you to attend and for you to spend the time and for you to learn and for you to take notes and for you to watch and for you to make sure that you incorporate, but this event is also a tool. And let me explain to you what a tool is. Is that in this business, you have lots of building tools, right? You have all the infrastructure that, that the Team Revolution have put together to help you. You have all of the infrastructure that the companies put together. There's all sorts of online tools. There's all sorts of things that are there to help you build the business. But if there was one ultimate tool, it is that this company provides an environment and an infrastructure where if all you do is you connect the people, the right people to it, those people will get the message, will learn, and will be dedicated to get successful in the business by themselves. And if there's one thing throughout the years that people have always asked me, Simon, how do you attract so many people that have become leaders in this business? My answer is very simple. Is I always realized that it's not about how much I want people to become leaders. It's about how much they want to become leaders for themselves and how much desire they have. But what I made sure is I always put them in the right environment. So what this means is this Saturday event is not just an opportunity for you to gain the knowledge and belief and conviction, everything you need for you to be successful, but it's the ultimate opportunity for you to make sure that the people in your organization feel the same way. So what that means is this is happening tomorrow. So you literally have not even 24 hours to get to every single person in your downline. I don't care if they're active, if they're non-active, if they've been out for some time. I don't care what they're doing. You need to make sure that you inform them about what is taking place tomorrow. And as a matter of fact, the most powerful people you could probably get on that event tomorrow are new people that just learned about the ASEAN opportunity. So I would be using this day, today, to do as many private business Zooms, to do as many virtual meetings as possible, to get in front of as many guests as possible, to reach out to as many people as possible. Because anybody that sees the ASEAN business today, whether they sign up or whether they want to think about it, the ultimate next step is for them to attend this event tomorrow. So this gives you an opportunity to get somebody that is freshly excited, that just took a look at this business, that it wants, and that gets all of the information to catapult them in an incredible way in this business. So what would I be doing today? Meetings all day long, presentations all day long, making sure that the next step of every single person I'm showing the business to is this event tomorrow. I would be reaching out to all of the people in my organization, active or not, and making sure that I get them on this event tomorrow. And it's not just about getting everyone to attend the event tomorrow, both your new prospects, people that are active in your business, people that are no longer active, just everyone. It's about using that event tomorrow to create momentum. And what does it mean to create this momentum with this event tomorrow is that you'll have a chance. Let's just say you can get 10 or 20 or 50 or 100. I don't know how many people you can get to today or that are in your organization that you can get on that event tomorrow. But if you have a list of every single person that is going to get on, immediately when the event is over tomorrow, you want to reach out to them, do little Zooms with your team to get them all together and make sure that you use the emotion that people will have when that event finishes tomorrow to have as many PBZs as possible booked. Let me explain to you what I mean. See, when we go to a real international event, the most productive part of the weekend is when everybody that is present understands that they need to channel the emotion that they currently have to take action. So what we do is we have power hour, where every single person calls back home and tells people, look, I was just on a business trip this weekend to whatever the city was, and I saw something that I absolutely need to talk to you about. We need to meet. And they book the appointments to the PBRs from over there, directly from over there. Well, you get to do the exact same thing. You want tons of new customers this week? You want tons of new business partners this week? Well, the way we acquire both customers and business partners is showing the ACN concept to people. So if all week long after this event, you could have more people attending your private business Zooms than ever before, based on the emotion that they're going to have because of the power hour that you could do on a Zoom immediately upon termination of the event tomorrow. When you get that done, you'll just get in front of as many people as possible. And when you look at what we have to offer with ID Seal, when you look at, at the end of every presentation, as you know, we ask people, do they want to get started in the business and become their own customer, or do they just want to become a customer? And at the end of the day, I got to tell you, doing the presentations I'm doing right now, that it's just incredible the amount of customers we get and business partners from those private business Zooms. Because when you look at it, you have the ability today to get in front of so many more people than you've ever had before. Yeah, we don't get the personal touch. Yeah, we don't get to shake a hand and all these things. But the reality is you get bigger numbers. It's a lot easier to get people to click on a link and meet you on a virtual meeting than it is to tell them to drive 45 minutes to come and have a hard time finding parking, if any, or taking the public transportation to come to a presentation. So what my recommendation is to you, you get as many people on that on that event tomorrow. Doesn't matter if they're already in the business, if they're no longer active, if they're prospects that are going to be from all your presentations tomorrow. And you make sure that immediately when the event is done, you follow up with every single one of them. And you tell them, if you want to take action and get results from what you just saw, we need to book your private business Zoom immediately. You book as many private business Zooms with them as possible tomorrow, immediately upon termination of the event. And from that point, you have a jammed week with as many prospects as possible to acquire both your customers and your business partners, and you could get off the ground running using this event. So do not underestimate the power of what is going to take place tomorrow, and do not miss your opportunity today to take all the action that is needed to make sure that you have as many people as tomorrow. And when you have a chance to have everyone in front of such powerful speakers as people like Mr. James Adlam, which you all know, you know the kind of impact that can have on the people in your organization. So